Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night 5. Sorry, I just realized something. As you can see from the title, these are going to be my top 5 favorite 4th of July memories. But I feel like I'm underdressed. Something's missing. There we go. Yeah. You gotta take yourself to higher ground. You wanna be there when the shit goes down. You wanna see, you wanna be there on a Saturday night. And we're gonna do it right. High five. High five. High five. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night 5. It is July 5th. We are one day removed from the 4th of July, and I had to work. But I still got to wear this yesterday for a little bit of time before I started work. So the streak continues. I have worn this setup since 2002. In fact, that is the first thing we're going to talk about. At number 5, one of my favorite memories is always getting to wear this. So, yeah, funny story. So here's the deal. I was always big into like flags back in the day. I still am today. I loved Epcot for that reason, because of the whole World Showcase thing, and I had a cool Epcot flag shirt that you can actually see in this picture here. So yeah, I was really big into flags, and of course the American flag, obviously. So when I saw this shirt at Disney, it was, I believe, by the gift shop right by Hall of Presidents at Magic Kingdom. I thought it was cool because I always wanted a shirt like this. Because truth be told, it reminded me of his wasn't a button down; it was a polo, but it still reminded me of like the one that Lex Luthor wore for the wrestling fans on that July 4th episode when he's the Yokozuna Body Slam Challenge on the USS Intrepid. But nevertheless, so I always wanted like a shirt like this, right? Funny thing is, so I bought it like early 2000s. Funny thing is, these pants, which by the way are stretch pants, like the sweatpants, they're comfortable, they're still stretchy, so they still fit. But believe it or not, I bought these pants in Canada. Let me explain. So, it was my high school graduation trip in 2001. No, I'm sorry, 2002. 2002. We went to the West Edmonton Mall. We went to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Stayed at the West Edmonton Mall. And yes, what I mean by stay there is there was a Fantasyland hotel attached to the mall. So we spent a week at a mall, essentially. Or I don't know how long we spent there, but it was never. But I forgot what store it was that I was in. But I saw these pants, and these pants happened to be advertised as the most comfortable pants in the world. So it didn't take long before I was on board with, hey, I need me these pants. Because this was another thing that made me think of Luder and like guys like the Sandman and all that stuff. I needed these pants. These pants with this shirt. I mean, oh, come on. It was a no-brainer, right? So I bought them 23 years ago in Canada. This last month, actually. Last month was the 23 years anniversary of that trip because I just graduated high school and then we went to Canada. And then when we came back a few weeks later or days later, maybe, we then moved to Florida from Illinois. So yeah, I can't remember a time I did not wear this on 4th of July. The only time I can see is if I really had to work and I really didn't wear it. So even if it's for part of the day or for the whole day, I still managed to try to wear this, get up. And it's pretty funny, because yesterday, before I worked, I had it closed. So I had stated on my Facebook, I don't think I'm going to be able to wear it today, guys, because I had to work, so it's closed. My dad gets on Facebook, makes the comment, you can't wear it anymore because you can't fit it. So I showed him, I'm like, you know what? You want to be a smart ass? Okay. You got jokes? Okay. Posted a video wearing this get up, tell them it still fits, bitch. And that was that. And yes, it does still fit. I will admit, the shirt might be a little bit snug, but I am still fitting it. I'm still, doing all this shit with it. Oh God, can you imagine? No. I shudder to think. So, anyways, that is number 5. My favorite memory about 4th of July. Getting to wear this. Now, granted, 2001 Christmas, I do have. Hold on. Now, it's kind of weird, seeing as how Christmas 2001, I got my first ever leather jacket. But it kind of didn't make sense because we were moving the following June. And it's Florida and it's hot. But nevertheless, I still have a jacket. Red, white, and blue jacket. American flag jacket. Leather. To match this ensemble. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to wear this now, too. We're doing it. We're going to get... I might need to turn on the fan later. Oh, unfortunately, the zipper broke on this. But, oh yeah, this is great audio. But the I might not wear this all the time. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so there you go. Getting to wear this, get up every 4th has become a tradition that I do not intend to break until something doesn't fit me anymore. Like, legit. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Number 4. So I will say 3 through 1 are more personal, as in like favorable, as in like the more old school memories. This one, because like I said, since 2002 I've been doing this. And number 4's memory is watching the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Oh, Joey Chestnut. Joey motherfucking Chestnut. Let me tell you something. This man is not human. I can't. Okay, you know what? The sound is starting to. The sound for the jacket is starting to get to me, and it's gonna drive me nuts in the audio in post. Joey Chestnut is, I don't know, is just insane. The man who was eliminated or missed out. He was banned from last year's tournament over a brand dispute when he did a thing for a vegan hot dog thing ad or something. So they banned him, and then they reinstated him this year, and he came back strong. Not as strong to beat his own record at 76, but stronger enough to win his 17th title with 70 and a half hot dogs consumed. That is insane. Why do I love it? I don't know. But I mean, I'm not a competitive eater by any means, but that's kind of stuff intrigues me. I'm not gonna lie. More power to the people that can do it. I never tried it. Maybe I could. I doubt it, but maybe I could. Can you imagine? I don't know. No, I couldn't imagine. I'm not well trained like them. I'm not, I'm not popular. My jaw, I'm not, I can't even, no, no. It'll be horrible. It would be horrible. I'm thinking about it now in my head, and I can't do it because I can't open my mouth that wide. And no, forget it. It's going to be a mess. But it's fun to watch, nevertheless. So, yeah, that's my 4th favorite memory about 4th of July that I love. Not really a memory. It's more like I didn't watch those in recent years. I don't remember watching it much as a kid, but like I said, I do remember. But I do like to watch it now that more as an adult. So here's where we get more personable. At number 3. Number 3, seeing the fireworks at Schaumburg Boomers Stadium. They were at the, was there always? No, hold on. They were not always called the Boomers, wasn't they? There was something else. Oh my God, what were they called? Schaumburg Slam. Was it Boom? Maybe, I'm sorry. Maybe it was. It was a minor league team at a baseball field. What used to be called Lexington Field. Now it's at Winchester Field or something like that. But nevertheless, we would go there and watch. They put on a nice 4th of July display, firework display. So we would sit on the lawn, we would sit on the parking lot or whatever, and just view it from the parking lot. And That would always, what the fuck? That would always be fun. I gotta fix this. And that would always be fun doing. I remember I have footage of it. If I can find it, I'll insert it here. If I can't find it, unfortunately, you'll just have to take my word for it that it was pretty fun. But yeah, those were some good times. I remember. Those were more the later years. It wasn't like when I was like, um, younger and younger. But I mean, it was late '90s, early 2000s. I think we would go there and see the fireworks from there. Um, so yeah, that would always be a fun memory I had about the Fourth, is seeing those fireworks. Now, I have seen Fourth of July fireworks at Disney. Obviously, you can't compare the ones I saw at the Boomer Stadium to Disney's. But like I said, growing up, suburbs of Chicago, Schaumburg, Illinois, my hometown, gotta respect my hometown fireworks. So, and that's what I did. I'm gonna figure out their damn name because I know it. I just don't remember it. It's not registering what they used to be called before the Schaumburg Boomers. Ah, ah, Flyers! Oh, thank God. Thank God. That would have bugged me the whole night. I'm not even kidding. Schaumburg Flyers, they used to be called. So that's what they were back in the day when we saw them. The Schaumburg Flyers Stadium at Alexian Field, now called Wintrust Field, I think, or some shit like that. But yeah, that would have, thank God. Schaumburg Flyers. Holy shit. Yeah. So seeing the fireworks on the 4th of July with my family and I and my brother, and always a fun memory. So glad I got that cleared up. Number 2. Man. Like I said in the 5 things I miss about summer vacation video, we had some of the best family barbecues. Man, I'll tell you. The 4th of July barbecue, however, at my Aunt Seta and Uncle Tony's house, that was pretty epic as well. I remember specifically one in 1998, and I do have pictures of that, and I will show them here. Just, had great food. We sang patriotic songs. We marched around the townhomes there, or whatever kind of homes there, with Fisher Price instruments, which was kind of, you look back on it, it's kind of weird, but it is at the time it was fun. But now looking back on it, but then of course we'd have sparklers and stuff. There was another family outing, I think, and I can't remember where it was. I'd have to check with the parents if they remember. But we saw someone had fireworks, and it was this big open field, and it was with family. I remember this. Can't remember where. Like I said, I'll have to figure it out in post. But that was another fun barbecue time. And then, of course, like I said, the ones we've shared, but I don't think we had. Well, I'm sure we've had a couple 4th of July ones. I will say, my number 1 favorite memory, man, it's coming up. But always great being with family. and celebrating the holidays. Always a fun time. I always will always cherish those moments and memories. And I love that house too, man. My aunt said and Uncle Tony live in New Orleans now, and they have a beautiful house in New Orleans. But I really like their place off Osage there. Yeah, that was nice. Like it was a duplex, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. There was a little apartment downstairs where my nanny Mary stayed, or where we would stay when we would sleep over. We only. Well, wait. Did we sleep? No. Oh, did we? We either slept. Actually, we either slept over there downstairs, or we slept upstairs. I can't remember where we slept, but well, my brother and I would sleep over there. But I remember just there was that, and then you had the middle room, and then you had the. It was a nice place, you know. Definitely a Chicago style house. And my dad, he's my godfather, my Uncle Tony. Man, did he cook, man. Very good. Very good. Great stuff. But my number one favorite 4th of July memory. Okay. I'm trying to think about this in my head. 2000. 4th of July, 2000. I stayed with my grandparents in Davenport, Florida, down here, for an extra week. I think it was that year. I think. Meanwhile, on the 4th of July, my parents, my brother, my grandpa, Tony, had a water war, if you will, with our neighbors. It was all in good fun. They had water balloons. They had water balloons. They had hoses. I don't know what brought this on. All I know is I was kind of bummed that I missed it because I had heard such an epic story of how my grandpa was at the front of the house, and then I think either my dad or someone, or my next door neighbor, the son, or no, I think it might have been dad. I can't remember. Damn it, I can't remember the story. But all I know is my grandpa, who was in the front of the house, I think they were surrendering. It was all over. All of a sudden, from the backyard to the front yard, over the house, someone threw a water balloon and it nailed grandpa right in the head. And I can't remember how it happened. I'll have to ask my brother and come back with a follow up for that. But it was the way he told it. It sounded so epic, and I was so mad I missed it. But 2001, the last 4th of July spent in Schaumburg, because by 2002, 4th of July, we spent it with our friends who lived at the time in the same neighborhood that we did. Our house and their house was actually two of the first couple houses that were completed in that subdivision. Nevertheless, 2001, I'm a part of it now. I'm a part of Water War, right? I'm excited. The funniest thing was my grandpa. right? My next door neighbor, my one of their sons, when I went to high school with, actually, uh, we were both, same age, and he sprinted on our turf because we had a the way we had set up was we had a fence, not a fence. Well, yeah, it was a gate. It was like a uh, gate that open. We had it open, and there was a driveway, and we had a detached garage from the house. Our house was in the backyard area where the basketball court was and the hoop was and everything. And then we had a nice big yard. Nevertheless, he came up out, he ran, he sprinted with a bucket of water, and poor Grandpa Tony got doused. He got drenched with, well, I watch out, Grandpa, and then boom, it was over. It was over. The best part, the funniest part, his clothes were all soaked. So while his clothes were soaked, he had to switch to Dad's shorts. Well, if you know my grandpa, you would know that he doesn't have an ass. He has an ass, but he has a flat ass, and not, my dad. If you knew my dad, you know, not obviously a couple bigger sizes than my grandpa. So when he was wearing his shorts, let's just say there was a wardrobe malfunction, and I saw a bit more of my. Thank God I only saw his ass and not his front, but I saw more of my grandpa than I wanted to that day. But it was still so funny because he was like, I can't wear these because they were too big on him. And then all of a sudden, just walking back trying to walk back inside the house, and they were all, they were around his ankles. But nonetheless, the wind, it was, it was a sight. It was a sight. But back to the water wars. So you had one son of the neighbor's kids was on, like, they had a floor of him, and he was on the roof of that with a hose. And then you had, like, everyone was just, it was a blast. It was such a blast. We had water balloons, we had hoses, we had like a wheelbarrow with full of water. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. We had so much fun. However, somehow, some way, I stayed the most dry. So, what does my family convert with the neighbors? What do they do? Oh, plus, since I missed it last year, oh, Jeff's not that much. What? Let's get him. So they turned on me. And they turncoated me. And the next thing you knew, the war was over. I was soaked. I was bored. It was over. I was done. I was doused, drenched, soaked in water. But it was the funnest 4th of July I can remember to this day. And it was so, oh God, I wonder if there's video footage of it. I cannot recall. I don't think so, because we would have afraid the camera did. But oh my God, it was just so good. Oh man, it was so fun. That was one of my favorite memories on the 4th of July, was that 4th of July in 2001. The very last one in Schaumburg. So such good memories, man. Well, I mean, that's the episode, guys. We will see you in 2 weeks. We're back on the bi-weekly schedule, since we caught up with the last couple. And other than that, my Saturday night nostalgia movie watching continues. I've seen Jaws. I've seen True Lies. I think tonight's movie's gonna be Face Off. And then I decided next week is gonna be Reservoir Dogs in honor of, I believe his name is Michael Madsen that just passed away. So Never watched Reservoir Dogs. So until that time, we shall see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching Saturday Night 5. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Happy 4th, everybody.